Factor the quadratic function g of x equals x squared minus 4x minus 5 using a graph. Okay, so first let's just point out the zeros on the graph, because once we find the zeros, then we can use that to find the factors of this polynomial. So the zeros here appear to be at 5, 0 and negative 1, 0. So now let's just double check. Just because it looks like that on the graph, we need to make sure that those are actually the zeros. And so we can just plug in negative 1 into g. And so then we get negative 1 squared is just positive 1 minus 4 times negative 1. That's going to be positive or plus 4, and then minus 5. So 1 plus 4 is 5 minus 5 is 0. And so that does check out. So I'm plugging in g of 5, then we get 5 squared minus 4 times 5 minus 5. So 5 squared is 25. Minus 4 times 5 will give us minus 20, and then minus 5. So 25 minus 20 is 5, minus 5 is 0. So we see that these do both equal 0, so we can go ahead and find the actual factors. And so we know that x will equal negative 1, and then x will equal 5. And so to make each of these equal to 0, we can add 1 to the other side and get x plus 1 equals 0, and then minus 5 to get it to equal 0. And so then we know that the factors to make this equation, to make g of x equals 0, are going to be x plus 1 and x minus 5. Because if one of those were 0, then g of x would be 0, which is what makes those intercepts. And so there's our equation. And let's go ahead and just double check and multiply this out to make sure it multiplies to what we started with. So multiplying this out, then x times x is x squared. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. 1 times x is plus 1x, and 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. So combining the two middle-like terms, we get x squared minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4x minus 5. So this does show that it's the same as what we started with, what we were given in the problem. And so we can go ahead and summarize what our final factored answer will be. G of x equals x plus 1 times x minus 5.